Hello everyone, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button. I junk journal, I slow stitch, and this is a haul. So I'm in the middle of slow stitch September and I have a mindful make video to make. But this morning we went to a massive antiques thing that's quite close to where I live. It's in a big race course and there are hundreds and hundreds of stalls. We went early. We left. We arrived just at 9:30 and we left kind of, I'd say 12:30. So we had a good lot of time in there. We had a bit of a drink as well. Walked all around. Beautiful day. Friendly people. Was a good time. This is what I've bought. And I have got some cards. I will try to put the details of everybody that I bought from, because I kind of said that I'll do a little haul video, and I had some amazing conversations with people actually. It was a really good time. I like that. I like the chat. I think you know that I like the chat if you watch, because I'm chatty. So there we go. I'm going to start with the last thing that I bought. So this is from Trove and I will put her details in. She has an Instagram and it's a bunch of French and vintage kind of fabricy bits. So we've got some ticking. Now I do have quite a bit of ticking, but it's very new ticking from a sample book and ticking that I've bought. So this is off an old French bed, which is kind of like what we want really, isn't it? Look at that. So this will be for both junk journaling and slow stitching. But I love the colours. The colours are good. I love the mixture of the stripes as well. Really good. Nice plain one. Oh yeah. You can see that was the end of a mattress. How wonderful is that? You could make that into a bag. I am going to, as we go through, I'm going to sort of say kind of what I would use these things for and kind of a little bit of what I want to do. And some of them you might see sooner rather than later. Some of it will be put away and I'll just be pulling it out as and when I need it. But that was the slow stitch that I bought, other than unintentionally buying some buttons. And I don't need any more buttons, but I am the Vintage Button. So that was from Trove, and then the stall next to it that I went to when I first came in, because basically these two stalls were by the entrance. So that's not from there. Is Novak. I hope I'm saying that right. So what I wanted out of these little packets, I quite like the notion of it actually though. I was like, oh, that's a good thing to do. Kind of put two things together. I wanted the photographs because I've got a bit of a project. I've got two projects in mind when I bought these photographs. I've got a sort of my Wise Woman book that I want to start in October. And I wanted some kind of regally looking ladies. She looks splendid. So I'll separate the buttons from the photographs. And then there's this one. Now this, I have an idea for Christmas. Yes, I'm saying the Christmas word. I have an idea for things that you can put on a Christmas tree. And this was perfect. And I'm thinking I might scan it. Rather than cut it up, I think I might scan it, then I could do lots of them. I could even probably put them back to back, because she's not quite symmetrical, but she's symmetrical enough. Isn't she beautiful? So I don't know where these photographs are from, whether they're from England or they're from French, because both these ladies had lots of French stuff. So I do not know. And then I've got another one that I thought would make perfect little sort of puddingy angels. Which I think unfortunately if they put the staple through there, oh, that's not the best. take it out. It's alright, it's a bit rusty. All adds to the vibe. So this is a cabinet card, and it's got this little angel in it. How cute is she, stood on a chair? So yeah, that's French. I don't know when it was done. I've got vintage buttons as well, but like I said, you know I have trillions of vintage buttons. It was the photographs I wanted, but it's quite nicely presented. I really like the idea of it. I thought, oh, I'm gonna pinch that idea, Novak. I don't know why. I don't have a shop, but I just like perhaps a happy mail and stuff. It was a nice way of presenting things, although the plastic's a bit. I think I want to try and find some, because you know I have a thing about plastic. I will reuse that plastic though. I liked her. I just thought, I don't know. I thought she was beautiful. So she's more my project. That's like my women project. So I'll put that with that because that doesn't go. These I also got from Novak, and they are French Last Wills and Testaments. So this one is from 1909. And it's got like all the bits and pieces, and it's got some receipts in it. I think they're receipts from the notary. Yeah, receipts from the notary. Paid quite a lot of money, really. That's in francs. Was it? I don't know. I just thought that was interesting, and that kind of came in. I think these were £7 each. I'm not sure. I didn't get receipts. It was terrible. I said to Miles, I should start to get receipts because I've actually I'm opening up a business account because of the YouTube-ness. And I thought, oh, I should start keeping receipts because I don't generally. I kind of had a budget in mind. I was like, I couldn't go over £100, and I don't think I have. I think I spent about £50-60. I'll check with my banker later. But it's just glorious. So this, I think, it's quite fragile, this blue paper. But I think I want to make some sort of journal. I like the idea. I think, is it Rachel from Roxy Creations makes these long document type journals. And I have somewhere in my stash, I've got really long journals that I just folded over years and years ago and then never did anything with them. Folded over atlas pages. So I don't know. And this is a more modern one, but we've looked at that had the bits in. So we've got all the buttons, and then wonderfully here, although we'll have to be careful because I think the paper's very fragile. Now these apparently are embroidery magazines. So I think this is scanning heaven, basically. And they are from the early 1900s. And apparently the lady from Novak was telling me that like they all went to the same house, and she got them like every month. I think they were every month. But there's just all of that goodness. Look, I think, oh, yeah, it's definitely, look at the flowers. I don't want to, in my haste, kind of break it. I think that one's the most fragile one because it was on the top. And somebody signed it. I wonder if that's the newsagent signing it to say that I've sent it out. I don't know. But again, I like this. Like, that is just beautiful. And it's got all this sort of tatting patterns. That's lush. So it's very, very fragile. I have a new box to put things in that there's a bit more room to keep my fragile stuff. But look, there's even, you see, I think things like this are the little advertisements. What is that? Oh, it's frames for your lace and for your embroidery. Like, so you would sort of clamp your material in there, and then it would sort of roll over. I used to have one of those, but not nice bamboo looking one. Look at that alphabet. That alphabet is amazing. I'm just stunned. So, white embroidery. Oh, professional lingerie. I don't know. Again, look at the advertisements. Oh, mind my water. That lady. And that lady. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, what are that? What's that? What's that? Is that plates? But they're not. Is it collars? I don't know. It's very exciting. Very, very exciting. I think we do have a big scanner in the garage. I keep saying that, and I'm sure from when we used to have the photography business, we have a big scanner. It would be handy if we did. That big lion. Look at that. You can tell it's a very Catholic country because of that, like icony type situation. Look at that with the holly. Okay, I don't want to rip it in my haste to whiz through. So we've got those. I'm going to put those two on side. My desk. I cleared it off yesterday, and it already looks like there is a Craft Army avalanche developing on this side of the camera. Yeah. It's because I got all my big like IOD stamps out for the next video I want to do. So now we've got these ladies, and then I went, no, what did I do? Where's the other cabinet cards? Have I moved them? Have I moved those? Oh, I'll come across them and then we'll talk about them. So then I went to Novak, and then we walked around the outside rather than going inside, because I remembered I got from this stall, and do you know, I'm pretty sure it's the same one, but they wouldn't remember. But I have got her details, and I'll try, I asked her to text message the link to her eBay shop, because this lady does house clearances, and it was all the photographs, and I was like, I'm going to do a Q&A, but you know how people say, oh, where'd you get your vintage photographs from? This type of thing is where I get my vintage photographs from. And so I'm looking for images where I can make a little paper fairy, and she can be sat on something. We've got a few that we can do there. Or it can just be something you tuck in. This is another one of I bought this for this image. Like the little Christmas angel situation that I want to do. Some like pretty thick card, but it's not a cabinet card. What did I do with those cabinet cards? I don't know. Look at her, isn't she beautiful? Look at him. Oh, they look happy. I wonder what that's from. Oh, that's nice. He's cute. Oh, he's got reins on. I remember those reins. We used to have, and I remember because I have memories of where I look down and I see things like a leather roundel type situation there for your chest. Is it the done thing to put your children in reins now? I don't remember doing that with our Lily. She's having a cig. She's in the pub with a pint. How British is that? I love it. Oh, see, lots of paper fairy things can happen there. See, because like this lady here, I could sort of like really fussy cut her there. I'd have to try and make something up for her hand. Or just the wings might do it. And then do something else for a different skirt. He's just straight down, he'll be alright. And then her, she could be a Christmas angel. I think I might start scanning them in before I just chop them up. Oh, look at them. Oh, I love that they're a bit older. I like that. Young chappies. This is from 1947. Look at their hairdos. The shoes and just how everybody dressed differently. Oh, look at that. So yeah, I'm just going to whiz through these. Oh, I like that too. Again, lots of paper fairiness can happen there. He's rock climbing. So then there was another one. This was £3, and I bought this because again I just saw potential. It's kind of getting in. Oh, I think we might just trim this on. Oh, there we go. So, but I actually got both of these for £6 from her. So she was quite good at knocking the numbers down. And I'd rather do this than spend money on like Amazon or, well, I don't shop at places like AliExpress and Temu, or Hobbycraft. You know, like I would rather buy paint and stuff when I need it, but paper, I've stopped buying craft paper now. I just want the old stuff or printables, really. 1937, where are they? Sandbanks, very posh, very Larny. That's lovely. Look at these. I nearly bought a box of wooden toys from Victorian era for £10. He wanted me to buy it, but I was like, what would I do with it, though? What would I do with it? Oh, so it's like out of an Enid Blyton, those children. All those children, like out of an Enid Blyton. I might do an Enid Blyton journal, actually. Anyway, do you want to look through all of these? You might not want to look through all of these. £9.38. I love the joy on some of the faces. Wonderful. Oh, look at that. I think that must be like 20s with their little hats. Donkey ride. Everybody likes a donkey ride. Quite summery, aren't they? I know what the theme for Junk Journal July is next year, and I think some of these people might be in that. Okay, let me do one last sweep for those cabinet cards. What did I do with them? Oh, here they are. So I got these from Big Time Vintage. Alistair Haynes, and there were 3 for £10. And the cabinet cards, this is amazing for the back. I was like, oh, look at that. St Luke's Studio, Bold Street. Isn't it beautiful? And she's just lovely. Again, she could be a Christmas tree decoration thing. Or she could be for my Wise Woman book thing. She's very Wednesday Addams, isn't it? I was like, that is channeling Wednesday. So I don't know when that is. Early 1900s, I think. Wonderful. And then there's this fantastic lady. It's got a bit of a scuff on it, but that's alright. How amazing is she? Again, for that Wise Woman book. So that's Lowestoft, that's one end of the country, and then Liverpool is like right at the other end of the country, like east and west. So this is the east, this is the west. And I don't know where she's from. Mrs. Wednesday. So that's it. I actually went looking. I wanted ledger paper. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, I don't need any more books. There was actually loads of books I could have bought that were quite reasonable, like old books. And I thought, no, I'm going to make do with what I've got for some of the projects I've got in mind. So I was like, always slow stitch stuff. And this was quite reasonable because I think this was £7 and then that was £12. We've not had a proper look in here. So it's all about what I would pay, really. Now, I've said in my slow stitch, because we're in slow stitch September, I've said that, you don't have to buy this type of stuff. I, also use old clothes, things milling around the room, milling around the house. It's a mixture of those things that I find in charity shops. But these things are beautiful. Oh, look at that. See, I might scan that in for Junk Journal. So I've got a house and yeah, there's definite I need to get my scanning game on. Not so much that, but look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, that's lovely. It's like a paisley and a check. So yeah, I've got a lot of slow stitch stuff and a lot of Junk Journal stuff. I am very, very happy with my little haul. From the, can't remember what it was called. I think it's just called an antiques fair, and it comes every year. I think it might be 2 or 3 times a year, but I generally go to the September one because the weather's just right. It's not too hot, it's not too cold because there's things outside. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm feeling quite tired. I've been awake since 4 o'clock this morning, but just pushing through. Alright then, I'm going to go and have a sit down before I make my mindful make video, which is going to be a nice kind of watercolouring over some IOD stamps with a lovely meditation along with it. And I will see you soon. So, if you're new, welcome. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hit the little bell if you've made it this far. Give me a like and a comment. Good to talk to you. Bye bye.